Welcome back to Tran wins Star Control Origins. I guess I should have really considered fuel usage, but it'll be okay. I can always load. There's something new. It's like a space monster or some sort. I think I have anything really worth buying yet, so I'm not really worried about mining. If this were Star Control 2 and I could buy more thrusters, I would go mine so I could move faster, because right now I travel through space much like a whale travels through sand. Maybe going to their homeworld's not the best idea, but
Many playful splashes, unknown alien. On behalf of the Federation of Allied Species, I welcome you.
I like you guys already.
You should like us.
Tell us about this Federation of yours.
The Federation of Allied Species is an organization dedicated to the principles of peaceful cooperation and cooperative peace. We're also interested in exploration, scientific advancement, and the consumption of fish.
So you're not part of the Scribe Empire?
Oh no, we are. The Scribe don't really know about the Federation. They'd step on us if they found out. Which is kind of why the Mukei are the only member at the moment.
Is it perhaps a little misleading to call it a federation then?
The Federation is more than a union of alien races. It's an idea, a vision of something better, a shared... No. A community... No. We needed a hobby, okay?
Okay. Tell us more about yourselves.
Oh, how nice it is to see another curious alien. Officially, the Mukei are loyal aquatic farmers serving the Scribe Empire. Unofficially, we are the founding member of the Federation of Allied Species. It's a bit of a juggling act.
What does your federation do?
Well, we like to explore, but we're not allowed to explore anywhere. And we like to learn. Except we're not allowed to learn anything. The Scribe have placed us on a pretty short leash. They want us to be aquatic farmers, nothing more. So in practice, we're an interplanetary federation of kelp farmers more than anything.
Why aquatic farmers?
The Scribe cannot stand water worlds. Even on their own planet, they abhor the sea. The Scribe do not float. It is the reason I suspect there are so few ocean worlds in this part of space. The Scribe have done something to them. But on occasion, they develop faddish interests in culinary items from beneath the waves. They thought the Mukei could serve them in this role. We agreed to the arrangement, sensing the danger if we did not.
You don't find that limiting?
Do we find it limiting being the only intelligent species in a galaxy full of cruel villains? Yes. But we always find ways to stay amused. Some time ago, we asked the Scribe if we could use some of their biotechnology to assist with our farming work. Super kelp was what we proposed. They refused. And then they agreed. Then they refused again. Then one more agreement. The Scribe can be a little disorganized at times.
All the easier to kill, then.
This is not a very peacefully cooperative thought, human. Anyways, with their technology finally, perhaps accidentally delivered to us, we began to study it, and discovered they had given us far too much. Every single thing they knew about cloning and genetic manipulation had been dumped in our beaks. We now had the power to clone beings, to modify them, put flippers on them, and make them dance.
Which you have naturally refused to do.
Not quite. We have found that artificial beings, controlled remotely, are ideal for exploring the deepest parts of the sea. On the ice worlds we often colonize, they can travel to places too dangerous for a Mukei to travel alone. They're not sentient, so it's totally ethical as well. If you don't look too closely, anyways.
Let's try the other options.
Do you find mentioning the only intelligent species? They have cool villains? Yes. But we always find ways to stay amused. Sometimes the Scribe would use some of their biotechnology to our forming work, so we helped was what we proposed. They refused. And then they agreed. Then they refused again. Then one more agreement. The Scribe can be a little disorganized at times.
They don't seem disorganized.
You have not known them as long as we have. Anyways, with the technology finally, perhaps as later to us, we began to see it, and discovered they had given us far too much. Every single thing we knew about cloning and radiation had been dumped in our beaks. We now have the power to clone beings, to modify them, put flippers on them and make them dance.
That's amazing!
It's mostly horrific. But still a little amazing, yes. We have found that artificial beings control remotely are ideal for exploring the deepest parts of the sea. On ice worlds, often colonized, they travel to places too dangerous for Mukei to travel alone. They're not sentient, so it's totally ethical as well. If you don't look too closely, anyways.
We wanted to ask about something else.
Certainly.
How big is your federation?
In numbers, it's a little small, but in terms of space, it is also not great. The Scribe do not permit us to travel far. We have personally seen but a few worlds in the vicinity of Mukean. We're limited, of course, by the lack of worlds with liquid water on them. It takes some effort for us to move about on land. Also, land creatures all look the same to us.
They do?
It's a well-known phenomenon. When encountering an alien, our eyes and feelers are naturally drawn to the ways they appear different to us. We do not notice how they differ from each other. It's why all aliens seem to sound and look the same.
Tell us about the Scribe.
The Scribe are the founding species of the Scribe Empire, and our masters. Along with their ward species, the Scribe control every star in this part of the galaxy. By some measures, they are incredibly civilized. Powerful and intelligent, they have technology we cannot begin to understand. By other, better measures, they are profoundly evil.
How are the Scribe evil?
They regularly murder aliens that float in their way. They also regularly murder aliens that float out of their way. Many Mukei were placed on racks to dry before we learned this lesson, and that only penetrates the upper waters of their cruelty. The Scribe are deeply opposed to exploration and curiosity. They spend great energy to clamp tentacles around the eyes of their ward species, even to the point of genetically engineering them.
What?
The Scribe routinely breed or engineer their ward species to better suit their duties in the Empire. They won't say this clearly, of course, but that's what we've gathered listening to them. The Scribes sure do like to talk about themselves. Our people have a saying, to blow ink up one's own waste valve.
We've got the same saying.
But your waste valves... That is disgusting.
How have they tampered with species?
Primarily by breeding docility into the species that needed to be made more docile. But there's evidence they've done much more. Take the Measured, for example.
Who are the Measured?
One of the oldest ward species of the Scribe. They must have originally been a self-organizing reef of some sort. But the Scribe have since twisted them, engineering them into simple-minded bookkeepers and accountants. Their homeworld is in the Delta Domo system, if you want to lay eye stalks on them for yourselves. Be careful, though. It lies right near the heart of Scribe space.
Did the Scribe do this to you?
They planned to. When they encountered us, they talked about breeding programs for us. Plans which they never seemed to get around to. We think they find our breeding squicky.
Tell us about the other ward species.
Officially, every major sentient alien in this part of the galaxy is a ward of the Scribe Empire. Though some are better wards than others. The Measured, for example, serve as record keepers for the Scribe. They're almost Scribe themselves. We thankfully don't have much contact with them. The ones we've seen most recently are the Taiwan, the Drenkend, and the Maolings.
Tell us about the Taiwan.
The Taiwan are, regrettably, our neighbors. They have petitioned to join the Mukei Federation 187 times. Their complete inability to take a hint suggests a 188th petition will be coming shortly.
Why haven't you let them in?
Aside from it resulting in the Scribe annihilating us, you mean? The Taiwan are nice, we suppose. Just so moist.
Tell us about the Drenkend.
The Drenkend are simple-minded shock troops used by the Scribe for simple-minded things. Their homeworld, Drenkapon, is in the Alpha Uxor system, if you ever need to have any of your ships exploded.
Tell us about the Maolings.
They live in the Shivios cluster, we think, some distance away. We only met them by accident, when one of their ships got lost. They seemed to be friendly beings, peaceful and fervently religious. They're also...
Cats?
We do not wish to insult, for every creature is precious in its own way. But the Maolings seemed precious in a very simple way.
We had a different question.
Certainly.
Do you know who's rebelling against the Scribe?
This is a recent development. We have no idea which aliens are involved.
Who could it be?
We simply do not know.
It's a long pause.
Someone with a huge, dangling hectocotoclus, that's for sure. This is a recent development. We have no idea which aliens are involved.
But you're not fighting them.
We are not. Interesting. We see you humans have a certain flexible understanding of peaceful cooperation.
We wanted to ask about something else.
Certainly.
That's enough questions for now.
Is there anything else?
Can we join your federation?
Accepting a new member is a tricky process. Actually, it's an unheard of process. If they found out, the Scribe would stab us, then shoot us, then try us out. Then they'd repeat. So, no, let's go with no.
Yeah, I kinda figured. That's why you'll be joining my alliance. We can crush the Scribe if we work together.
No. The Scribe would crush us if we started working together. They're not big fans of armed rebellions.
Well, how about armed, very quiet rebellions?
Quiet, you say?
Yes, very quiet.
You're not the first to point out the problems inherent in our Federation in its current form. The fact that it has only one member. The fact that we quietly stand by while curious young aliens such as yourselves get obliterated. And the fact that there are far too many fish out there that remain uneaten. These are questions that have been bubbling through our society for some time. But you are asking for a big thing. Admitting you into the Federation would risk a war with the Scribe. The Abyssal Council of the Mukei cannot put our entire people at risk so lightly. There is something, though, a protocol we've blotted out for such momentous situations. We would require you to do something for us first. Demonstrate your commitment to the principle of peaceful cooperation. Perhaps then the Abyssal Council would consider your petition for Federation membership.
What is it?
Our colony at Lacile 8760 has recently come under attack by the Drenkend. The Drenkend are large and cruel beasts the Scribe use as shock troops. Many Muke have already perished thanks to their bizarre and distressing attacks.
How are their attacks bizarre?
They kill us while shouting nonsense about ears. It makes no sense. But any fool whose adolescent tentacles have dropped can see that this is probably a ruse. The Scribe have begun to take notice of our Federation.
Maybe we'll go talk to the Drenkend.
So long as you promise only to talk to them. If you cannot employ either the principle of cooperative peace or peaceful cooperation, you'll only make matters worse.
We'll employ some kind of principle, alright.
Please be careful.
Before we go, can we buy some supplies? It'd be nice if it like highlighted something that showed there was a new technology I got access to. I don't see anything that's... Can I hire an officer or anything? No, okay, fine. Whatever. This is... So far that screen is useless to me. Alright, so what you're not gonna see is I've sailed out over to the enemy home, to the Drenkend homeworld, fought my way through hordes of them, bravely, talked to the homeworld people, and I get sent deeper into Scribe territory. I'm like, this is ridiculous! I'm just trying to... This is like the... this is the most unpeaceful cooperation I could possibly do. It would have been easier just to kill this one ship.
Receiving word from Tyromia that the Scribe have taken control of the Delta Trireme A system. They're looking for you, humans.
This facility has received word of your arrival and instructions to serve you as if you were Exception, Name Not Found, yourselves.
Tell us about yourself.
Checksums indicate large portions of my internal memory have been corrupted. Consequently, this facility only has limited information on the following topics: Exception, Name Not Found, and their perception of time, powerful weapon systems, and fun facts.
How did the Name Not Found folks perceive time?
In a different manner than most organic beings. Extensive translation records used to exist for explaining these differences in detail to interested beings. All have been corrupted save for what appear to be a children's primer on Exception, Name Not Found. I will read from this now. As you get older, Exception, Name Not Found, get redder. As you get younger, Exception, Name Not Found, get bluer. 2 days from now does not exist. 4 days from now is the other side of the Taurus. 6 days from now does not exist again. And now you know.
Tell us about these powerful weapon upgrades.
Exception, interesting powerful weapons detected. Although this facility has extensive records on powerful weapon systems, it has been instructed to not share them with anyone expressing interest in them.
Tell us a fun fact.
Gravity sometimes stops working if no one's paying attention to it.
No, I don't think so.
Is there anything else?
Huh. Is there any reason to keep that Hawking thruster? Probably not. I'm gonna get 2 of those. Can't afford that yet.
Is there anything else? Exception. Civil farewell not found.
Alright, so this will be a much shorter trip this time around. So this is the solution, the easy solution. It's not as adventurous as diving deep into scribe space, but man, that was tedious. I had to fight all these thread ash-like monsters forever. While I was editing, I saw that there was a boost button that was on display, but I didn't see it because I was busy looking at all the new stuff. All the weird interface items on the top left, achievement. So the boost is just shift, and then it uses up the blue bar on the top left. I wonder, can I use the mouse wheel out during battle? Yeah, because that's why it's not zooming in for me when I'm near these planets, which is good. I don't like the zoom in feature. Manifest. Yep, I got enough. So we'll pump the Drenkend for information, we'll talk to the squid people, and we'll miraculously have enough degenerate matter for them in one visit.
Rock, attention! Your garbage vessel has intruded on Squid Destruction Zone Alpha!
Who are you guys?
We are the Drenkend, battle fodder for the glorious Scribe Empire!
A pleasure to meet you.
No one enjoys meeting us! You are a liar!
It's not a lie. We genuinely enjoy meeting new aliens.
You will enjoy us less soon! We are the Drenkend, battle fodder for the glorious Scribe Empire!
Does fodder mean something else in your language?
It means a foodstuff or inferior material used to supply a heavy demand. We are the Drenkend, battle fodder for the glorious Scribe Empire! No one enjoys meeting us! You are a liar!
Yeah, we were kind of just being polite.
Yes, now you see how you hate us.
We've come to stop you from killing the Mookie.
Rock, 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 rock! I'm afraid our orders do not permit that at all. So be careful. If dying in combat is what you have planned for us, you should know that we are very good at that.
We were hoping to talk you out of it instead.
Rock? That doesn't sound like something we have orders for. But go on, talk us out of it.
Do you even know why you're doing this?
Rock, because someone told us to.
Who told you to?
Drenkend Command. They are the source of all orders. You can find them in the Alpha Uxor system where they do all their ordering.
How would you feel if you were being killed?
Normal? We get killed a lot.
Killing innocent beings is wrong.
Yes, we know. Killing the squids fills us with pain and remorse. But it is what we have been ordered to do, which fills us with a vague sense of contentedness.
Is fighting the only way to stop you?
Well, you could talk to the earless squids. They might have a way to stop us. But they haven't stopped us. So, probably not.
We're going to go away and think about this.
Rock, we don't have orders to prevent such a thing. So knock yourselves out, squishbags.
Close communications channel.
How did you get through the blockade? The Drenkend have besieged this planet for days now.
We're amazing, that's how.
Please, you have to stop them. They won't tell us why they're attacking. They just scream nonsense about ears and then fire their troops directly at us. It's been really unpleasant to clean up.
Well... well, let's go have a talk with that blockade then.
You could, but there are actually a few other ways you could help. You could try and talk some sense into the Drenkend. But they're the Drenkend, so that will be frustrating. You could shoot them all, which would not be very peacefully cooperative, but we may be a bit beyond at this point. Or you could help us turn on this shield. We built this colony here to study the precursor relics on this world. One of which appears to be a continent-sized force field. We'd be invulnerable to the Drenkend if only we could power it. Which is going to require about 50 units of degenerate matter.
Where would we find that?
When we first surveyed this system, we found a moon in the outer solar system which should have some.
We actually already have 50 units of degenerate matter.
You do? Great!
You send the resources down to the planet. Minutes later, a massive force field bubbles up over the colony.
Thank you, friendly alien. We were beginning to wonder if the Drenkend would ever stop dying all over us.
Did you suffer many casualties?
A few, yes. Though thankfully our defenses have held. But watching the Drenkend explode all over our defenses was mentally troubling, to say the least. Still, thank you. I'm sure if you report back to the Abyssal Consul on Mukayan, they'll wiggle most gratefully.
What is this place?
This is a Mukay fish exploitation colony, and part of the Federation of Allied Species. Until recently, it was a heavily besieged fish exploitation, so thanks for that.
That was not any sort of misediting on my part. That's what the game just did. Tell us about your Federation.
We are the space-based government representing the Mukay and all other allied races. We believe in exploration and the formation of peaceful alliances with all willing aliens.
Can we join your Federation?
That'd be great. It's totally impossible, but it'd be great. Any alliance would risk great ruin for the Mukay. The scribe would step on us with their hind legs most vigorously. But on behalf of the Federation, I thank you for your peaceful gesture.
Fish exploitation.
When we found this world, it had fish. Thanks to our efforts, it now has less fish.
Is that sustainable?
This is a good point, though we're only recently come to appreciate. For a long time, my people had a saying, screw the fish. But then we realized that if all the fish are gone, there would be none left to eat. Colonies like this help keep the Federation's total fish supply at delicious levels. When it comes to wild fish, it's now has a message.
Yeah, screw those guys.
Exactly. You would get along well on Mukayan, I think.
Do you have a homeworld?
Yes, you can find Mukayan in the Beta Pavo system. You would be more than welcome to visit, I think, because you seem to be able to hold a conversation without shooting or stepping on anyone.
Can we refill our fuel here?
Of course. We could think of nothing more peacefully cooperative than sharing our resources with you. Splish. Of course, and thanks again.
Close communications channel. See if the carrier has anything else to say. So I only had to talk one time. Probably not.
Rock! The squids in Squid Destruction Zone Alpha have a force field now. Our attacks are even less effective than before. You! That is why you were making so many trips to their world.
Oh, there's only one trip, man.
You have thwarted our orders to destroy the squids. We would destroy you if we had orders to do so, which we do not. So, carry on then.
Thank you. You too. Okay, yeah, it doesn't take the most direct way out of the system, which is important. Now that we're probably good buddies. That planet had a lot of stuff on it, but I left 3 critters because I got tired of searching for them. Q and E are default to landers strafe left and right, but A and D are turn left and right. I feel like strafe should be the one in the back and turning should be the one in the forward. That's the way it was in the older DOS games, like Might and Magic 3, Eye of the Beholder, that kind of stuff. It's because think of it as a left turn, right turn as Q and E, and then strafe, which is just like a direct left arrow and direct right arrow for A and D. Still haven't found a good key schematic I'm happy with. I'm like rotating between the two different commands, like I'm using numpad keys, and then suddenly I switch over to Q and E if I want to strafe. So like suddenly my right hand is shooting, and then sometimes my left hand is shooting, and it's just like keeps swapping depending if I want to strafe or not. It's not exactly conducive. Options, controls. So we will say strafe, left, right, ZX. Let's try that. Okay, well, I can no longer fly my ship with left and right. So what is left and right by default? I bet that's probably it. No? It's ridiculous. Whatever. A. Wait, no. If I do that, then I can't. I don't know. D. Yeah, that's probably what's going on here. This is ridiculous. Alright, lander strafe left. No, that's not. It's not. No, this is silly. I want to be at a strafe left with. Fine. How about this? Wow, this is ridiculous. That does not feel right at all to my fingers. Because now I'm using 8, 4, 6, 1, and 3. I don't know. We'll try this for a bit and see if that works. And with fire, Z, and X. Did I do the top one? I think I did. Pretty sure I did.
Hello, hopefully friendly alien.
We're primarily friendly, sure.
Oh, that's good to hear. We are more than a little exposed out here, so the friendly aliens are always a lot more welcome.
What is this place?
This is a Mukay fish exploitation colony, and part of the Federation of Allied Species.
We'll just be going now.
Splish! Thanks for dropping in.
Did I search those top right 2 planets?
Many playful splashes, humans.
The Drenkend should stop attacking your colony now.
Yes, we know.
So, can we join your federation now?
The Abyssal Council have considered this matter very carefully. Although we risk war, ruin, and being fried in a light golden batter, we cannot ignore your generosity and effectiveness at solving problems. It is agreed. Humans have been formally adopted as the second member of the Federation of Allied Species.
Nice.
We will send ambassadors to your homeworld right away. They will coordinate with your civilian leaders, share technology, and help keep us all from being squished horrifically by the scribe. They will also help you dispose of any fish you need to get rid of.
It's probably gonna... I'm not gonna offer them my fish. Thanks, Mukay.
If we might make one suggestion as to your first task as a Federation member, might we suggest you do something about the Drenkend? Even if they are never likely to be peacefully cooperative enough to become a Federation member themselves, we might still be able to convince them to stop butchering other aliens. Or at least specifically stop butchering us. We doubt their attack on our colony was the last we'll suffer.
We will definitely go have a talk with them. Just not right now.
There's more you might help us with, Federation member. Though please don't take this as a sign that the life of a Federation member is a series of endless chores. That's but a portion of Federation life. One issue is simple. We desire information on any ice worlds that you encounter in the Wendigo cluster. It is extremely difficult finding unpopulated ocean worlds in this part of the galaxy. So my people look for ice worlds with subsurface oceans to build colonies on. Furthermore, these oceans often contain fish, which if properly exploited, mean that we could contain fish.
Squeak.
Because there are far, far less scribe ships to shoot us there, the Wendigo cluster is a particularly ideal place for us to settle. Another issue is more involved. We are conducting research on a pre-industrial civilization in the Delta Horos system. We sent a ship down to the planet to monitor the primitive beings, but then it got stuck. Moving around on land is a little tricky for us. The primitives pose no threat to our researchers, but they have begun to worship our downed vessel as an idol.
So what's the problem?
We believe strongly in not interfering with younger aliens' natural development. We call it our principal dictate.
That sounds familiar.
It shouldn't. We definitely invented it ourselves.
Squeak.
Anyways, if you could help those ships, our stomach pouches would tremor most gratefully.
Okay, well, tell us more about yourselves first.
Oh, how nice it is to see another curious alien. Officially, the Mukai are loyal aquatic farmers serving the Scribe Empire. Unofficially, we are the founding member of the Federation of Allied Species. It's a bit of a juggling act.
Squeak.
That's enough questions for now.
Is there anything else?
We had some questions concerning our alliance.
The very quiet alliance that we're not advertising to anyone, right? What did you want to discuss?
Do you have any technology you can provide us?
If you are looking for technology to more easily destroy alien ships, the answer is no. Humans are already surprisingly advanced in this area. There is one prototype we are considering revealing to you. Advanced genetic engineering. But there is much for us to consider before revealing it to you. Another time, perhaps.
Do you have any ships you can spare us?
You're planning to use this vessel entirely for peaceful purposes, far from where the scribe can see them?
Exactly.
Then of course. We will detach one of the vessels from our home defense fleet right away.
How about another one?
Not right now, Federation member. All our vessels have been dedicated to the defense of Mukayan.
Before we go, can we buy some supplies? So can I remove from here and just recruit? Like, I know it's not the hyperspace gate, so it makes no sense to do so, but will that actually work? Yeah, I've got a grasper if I... Okay. Can't even sell just like some of it, it has to be all. Let's see what else we can get. I want this.
We'll put the cargo right here. Enhanced collector. Alright, we spent quite a bit. Let's see how much I would get if I sold my other stuff. Alright, let's try selling some of that. So, we'll sell all that. I can't see any reason why I'd want to keep this. I can get up to 6,000, so can I buy anything with that? Like, unless it enables me to equip. I can buy another one? Huh. Oops, that's right, I can't control using the directional arrows anymore. Let's take a look here. Wendigo Cluster and Delta Horos System. Alright, that's Delta Horos, and where's Wendigo? It's a lot of Wendigos. Beta. So all these are Wendigos? Alright. So I think what we'll do is, let's see here, we'll travel down to Iota Wendigo. Actually, before we do that, let's hit this place for some more fuel.
This is a Mucave vid. Of course.
Thank you.
We could think of nothing more peaceful. Thanks for dropping in.
Captain Star Control has contacted us. They want us to return to Earth as soon as we can to discuss a vital new element to our mission.
I've claimed it's pretty good. Oh, did I crash? Okay, never mind. I'm not too worried about what Star Control wants right now. I'll get to them when I'm good and ready. See, there's a date in the top right. I'm going to tell you right now, in Star Control 2, there's a time limit on how long you're allowed to play the game for. Now that looks like a nice show. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Star Control Origins. I'll see you next time.